everybody. I think we're recording. We're not sure. Yes, are we recording? Okay. Hi everybody, welcome to Pilates Barre. My name is Ginger. Barre is a little bit of a combo class, especially the way that I teach it. If you took my class last Thursday, that was a really good kind of intro into what we're going to be doing this week. I combine the structure of Pilates with the structure of ballet technique, and then I usually throw in a little bit of yoga and sometimes a bit of cardio. We may or may not get to a bit of some jumping today. If anything doesn't feel good for you, for example, some of those jumps and things, we might be doing some ballerina kind of style jumps. You can always just press up onto the toes and then come back down. You don't actually have to leave the ground if you know that that's something that you're not comfortable doing yet. So there's always some little modifications that we can take. Today we're going to be using a mat. We're also going to be using a chair, so go ahead and just grab any kitchen chair. You want it to be right around the hip height, maybe a little bit higher. We're going to be using it later in the class as a simulated bar. And then barefoot or socks, whatever you're kind of most comfortable with there. So just take 5 seconds, go grab a chair if you've got one, come on back. I'll give you guys just a minute to do that, and then we'll go ahead and get started. We are going to start standing today, so I'm going to have you take a nice wide stance, second position, and we're going to be in a turnout. So that means that your toes are pointing out at about a 45-degree angle. You'll notice that my feet are quite a bit wider than my hips, so go ahead and start right here, zipping up the belly, holding the core in nice and tight, and go ahead and close the eyes. Arms are just going to drop down by your sides and take a couple of breaths. And we're just coming into the body here. We're kind of doing a mental scan and checking out how we're feeling today, where we might have some tightness, and just trying to let it go, let it relax, shoulders falling away from the ears. And let's go ahead and get started. Tucking that chin all the way to the front. Take your head in a big, huge circle in one direction. And then go ahead and reverse that circle opposite direction. Coming back up into center. We're going to take a nice deep bend in the legs. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. And we're going to repeat that, taking the arms down and bend those knees. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. A few more here. Inhale. This is a nice organic movement, so it doesn't have to look like what mine looks like. I want you guys to just take this nice and easy, breathing as we move those arms and bend the legs, trying to keep the tailbone tucked under and engaging in the low belly. Nice job. And one more. Inhale those arms all the way up and over. Palms are going to face towards me. Start to take tiny ribcage circles in one direction. Eyes can be open or closed. Whatever feels best for you. Reverse your circles, tiny, tiny circles. This takes a lot of control in the abdominals. Nothing is moving but the rib cage. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take those arms directly out to your side. Tiny circles start to come forward. They're not small, they're not big. It's about a medium-sized circle right here. Catching that beat. 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. Little circles going backwards. Warming up the shoulders. Again, zip up that belly. Looks perfect. 4, 3, 2, and center. Little slide, side to side. Reach, reach. Good. Use your obliques to make this happen. Warm it up. See if you can reach a little bit further side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take a bend, coming all the way over. Right arm is lifting. We're rounding both of the arms and we're opening up through the chest. Letting that head hang naturally. And we're going to take this up. We're going to take a tiny reverse. It's not a big back bend, it's just a small one. Perfect. Dive it forward, coming to a flat back. Right arm forward, left arm backwards. Hold it nice and tight here in the core. Breathing, feeling that stretch in the hamstrings. And then slowly coming all the way down to that knee. We're gonna bring some movement in. Take a bend in that right leg, and then straighten, just the right leg. Here we go, take a bend, nice and slow, and straighten. One more time, we'll bend, and straighten, perfect. Coming to center. Hands are gonna plant down if you can. If not, just take your fingers down to the mat and move the hips side to side. You should get really deep into those inner thighs. And we're gonna bend those knees, making sure they track over the toes. Let the upper body hang heavy as you slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Take both arms all the way up and over. And down. Back to those breaths that we did right at the beginning. Every time that I'm coming up to standing, I'm squeezing my thighs. Perfect. One more. And arms come right back out to the side, back to those side to sides. Rib cage, reach, reach, perfect. Get a little bit deeper. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that bend to the other side. Remember, we're opening up through that rib cage, so don't let it collapse. Top arm reaches and rounds. Let's lift, take that tiny back bend. Nice stretch forward, coming into flat back. Left arm is forward, right arm is reaching back behind you. Pull that belly button in, don't let it sag. Feeling the stretch of the hamstring. And slowly lower all the way down, forehead to the knee. We're gonna take those same plies with the left leg this time. So bend. And straighten. It's nice and slow. Really milk this movement. And bend. 2, 3, 4, and straighten. 2, 3. Last one. We'll bend. 2, 3, 4, and straighten. Coming back into center, both hands down. Wiggle those hips out again, side to side. Getting a little deeper in the inner thighs. Perfect. Turn your toes directly forward. So my ankles and my toes are aligned with one another. Hands are gonna come all the way down. If you're not this flexible, you can widen the stance in the legs, or you can again come up onto those fingertips. We're gonna do some calves. We're gonna lift the left heel, right heel. Left heel, right heel. You'll notice that my legs are both staying long and straight, so I'm really keeping a lot of weight in the heels. And we're just switching side to side. You're gonna start to feel this burning. Keep it going. Both heels at the same time. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Again, keep that weight in the heels. It's like you have a spring underneath your heel. It's gonna try to pop you up, but you have to resist it. And then you also have to resist on the way down, really pressing that spring back down. 4, you should be feeling this. 3, 2, and last one. Bend both of those knees, bounce the hips up and down a couple of times and let it go. Perfect, heel, toes, and feet touch. And hold that forward fold, letting the head dangle. Bend the legs, slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to standing. Let's move into our plies. So coming into your first position turnout. If you didn't take my class last week, I'll describe this one more time. You want to start with your feet in parallel. You're going to rock back on the heels and then open up the toes. That's your natural turnout. Here we go. Little bend, straighten. Bend, straighten, squeeze. Think about it as a rubber band. So you're stretching in both directions. Again, you're finding that resistance. Nice, low, slow lower, and then squeeze the top. Good. Keep it going. We'll wait for that next song and find our beat. Perfect. Let's take a little bend. We're going to start to tick-tock the hips side to side. So I'm squeezing right underneath my glute as well as in my obliques to make this happen. Little hip ticks. Perfect. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your bend, lift and lower the heels. Up, down, up, down. You might get some little cracks and pops in those toes. your heart rate's starting to lift a little bit right now. Up, up, up. 4, 3, 2, keep those heels up, little tiny bounces. Squeeze, squeeze. Perfect, belly pulls in. Broad shoulders, sink them down away from the ears. Good, lower, lift, right back to it. Good, 4, 3, 2, last one, back to those little pulses. Squeeze, squeeze. Great. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and let that go. Shake it out a little bit. Woo. Opening up back up to that second position. Slow it down. Squeeze and lower. Up and down. Remember what I talked about last time. We want those knees to be tracking right over the toes, not on the inside of the feet. Nice and wide. Good. Perfect. Let's hold at the bottom. Take those little pulses right here. Good job. Like you're sliding right down a wall, nice and tight through that core. And hold, heels up and down. Try to stay at that same level with the hips. 4, 3, 2, heels stay lifted. Little pulses if you can. Find that balance and control. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. We're just going to do one set of those. Let it go. Shake those hips out a little side to side. Let's take a few hip circles in one direction. And reverse in, opposite way. Good. Take both arms all the way up overhead. You're going to interlace, or I'm sorry, you're going to cross the arms so that you're grabbing onto opposite elbows. This is a big core workout. It can make you a little bit dizzy, so take it nice and slow if you need to. We're going to slowly come to the left, all the way down into center, and then come up to the right. This is really where those obliques lift and squeeze. Good. Same direction. Right here, stack up that rib cage and pull yourself up using those obliques. And let's reverse it, opposite direction. And then we'll lift and squeeze. Challenge yourselves here. See if you can take it a little bit deeper into that contraction. Last one. Let's go ahead and meet at the top. Take those arms out to the sides and heel toe the feet together. Okay, parallel plies this time. Hands to the hips. You're just gonna bend and straighten in those knees. Looks good. Down and up. So our knees are gonna wanna do a lot of different things here. Some of us are gonna wanna try to separate a little bit too much. Some of us are gonna wanna connect and come in towards the center. Try to track them right over the toes. Good. And we'll do that same little combo. So we're gonna hold it here at the bottom, lift and lower the heels up and down. But try to stay at that same level with the hips. And 4, 3, 2, stay up on those tippy toes. Take tiny pulses. We don't have a beat, but we'll find one. And then go ahead and lower everything down, let that go, shake it out. Let's grab our chair. And we're gonna bring it to the left side of the body using it as our bar here. So in ballet, we traditionally use a ballet bar. This is just gonna simulate that bar for us. Again, you want a chair that's about hip distance, hip height, maybe a little bit higher. We're gonna stand about 1 foot away from it. We're gonna come into our turnout. We're gonna start by using that outer leg, so the right leg. We're gonna point the toe directly out in front of us. Tall stature, lift, lower, lift, lower. Keep this going. Notice I'm really in my turnout, so I'm targeting that inner part of my leg right here, as well as the abdominals. Everything emanates from the core right here, so think about that as an extension of the abdominals. And this bar, I'm not pulling on it, I'm not putting too much weight on it, it's just there as a little bit of balance. Perfect. 4, 3, lift that chest and open up through the heart. Good. Come back to center. We're gonna just take a second to reset. We're gonna take it out to the side. Lift, tap, lift, tap. Good. Here it's really important, just a light hand on that bar. Up, down. It doesn't have to be this high. If it's lower than this, that's fine. Good. 3 more. Up and 2. Last one, coming all the way back into center. Again, reset, restabilize. We're gonna take it to the back. So right leg comes back behind us. Hold that core in. Try not to extend too much in the back. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. You'll notice I'm just tapping my toe down. Tap, lower. I'm not trying to arch my back at all, and I'm not shifting forward. I'm just staying nice and stable, and I'm using my glute. 4 more. 4, 3. Looks perfect. 2. Last one. Bring it back to center. Reset. We're going to do those 3 positions again, but we're going to take little circles with the leg, holding it up the entire time. Here we go. Lift, circle, circle, circle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse it. Opposite direction. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Let it go. Reset. Taking it out to the side. Lift and hold, little circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down, shake it out. The beginning of this song's a little quiet, so we just can't hear it quite yet. Take that leg back behind you. Here we go, lift it up, circle. Ooh, this is a little bit faster. Let's speed it up. Tiny circles. 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. 8, 7, perfect. 6, we get extra in here. Last 2, last 1. Take it down, let it go. Nice job, you guys. That supporting leg is probably really feeling it, especially in that glute, so shake it out. Take a second. Okay, right leg's gonna come back behind us, so it's gonna cross back behind us. What you'll notice is I'm in my turnout. My hips are gonna wanna twist to the side, but I wanna try to keep them facing directly forwards. Arms are gonna come back behind the head. I'm sorry, not both of them, because we got our bar here. So we're gonna have that left hand on the bar, right hand behind the head, elbow to the knee. So you're gonna do a side crunch, release. Side crunch, release. Try to bring your knee up to meet your elbow, and then the elbow just makes up that tiny bit of difference. Squeeze that supporting glute. Perfect. Last 3, and back. 2, and back. Last 1, crunch, take it back. Let's stretch here. Both arms all the way up and over. Take a little back bend. Close your eyes if you can. Challenging that balance. And coming back up to center, let's just do a little bit of glutes, and then we're gonna switch sides. So go ahead and come to face your chair. We're still gonna be working that right leg. Left leg's gonna take a little bend so it's supporting us. Hold that belly in nice and tight. Starting with donkey kicks with the right leg, up and down. Up and down. I am leaning forward just a little bit so I can have that nice long line from my tail to my crown of my head. A few more. Squeeze that glute. And lower, flex the foot, up and down, up and down. Last 2, good. Last 1, lower it down, up in increments. Up, 2, 3, down, up, 2, 3, down, up, 2, 3, lower, up, 2, 3, lower. Last time. Perfect. Crunch that knee all the way to the nose. Take it back. Slow it down. Crunch knee to nose. Take it back. Last 1, crunch knee to nose. Take it back. Bring that knee back to neutral. We're gonna twist our hips open. We're gonna lift that knee out to the side. Pulse it up and down right here. My foot is still flexed. Lift and lower. Good, so I'm opening up my hips, opening up my shoulders. Good. Good. Let's hold it at the top. See if you can extend that leg. Take a little extension. Back to center. Walk yourself back. Forward fold. Flat back. You'll notice that my hips are right over my ankles, so I don't have my hips back behind my ankles. I'm really leaning into my toes, and I'm pressing down through my armpits. We're going to take some rib cage circles here, so bring a little bit of movement in. And reverse it 3 times. more, deepen into that stretch, and then slowly walk yourselves all the way back up. Perfect. We're just gonna switch right into that second side. So move your chair. We're gonna be working that left leg this time. Find your first position turnout, just like we did on the first side. Hand is lightly resting on that chair. Outer arm can be on the hip. We're going to point that toe right in front of us, really work that turnout. And here we go, lift and lower. Up, down, up, down. Sometimes we have to make up the beat. We'll just find it right here. Hold that core in nice and tight. Open up through the chest. Perfect, last two. Last one, come back to center, bend those knees a little, let it go, reset. Taking it out to the side this time, so tap the toe down, and we'll lift, lower, lower. Looks good, squeeze. This takes a lot of quad, a lot of hip flexors here. Good. 3, 2, last one, lower it down, reset. We'll take it to the back. So again, just like the first time, try not to find that huge extension in the back. It's just glute squeeze up and down. Good. Think squeeze the glute, squeeze the glute. I literally say in my brain, squeeze. Really find it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, bend the knees, let it go. We're gonna move into those little circles. Take the foot out in front of you, reset that posture. We'll lift and circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, let it go, shake it out, reset. 4, 3, 2, and lift. Little circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, let it go. My right glute is definitely feeling it. Take it back behind you. Reset. Here we go. Circle, circle, circle. Perfect. Try not to move that pelvis around too much. Let's reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Nice job, you guys. You ready for some glutes? Go ahead and turn towards. Oh, you know what? I missed our side crunch. Oh my goodness. Okay, so take that left leg back behind you. Again, my hips are gonna wanna rotate to that corner, but try to shift them forward. Left hand comes back behind the head, knee to elbow. Crunch, let it go. Good. Lift, squeeze that supporting glute, and down. Crunch, and lower. My knee comes to my elbow makes up that tiny bit of difference. 2 more, crunch, and down. Last one, crunch, and down. Now we move into our glutes. So facing towards that chair, about a foot away, hands nice and light. Take a bend in those legs. My right leg is my supporting leg. I want to keep it bent the entire time. Lift that left foot, flex it, up, down, Try to keep the integrity here in those abdominals. 4, perfect. 3, 2, last one, increments. Up, 2, 3, and down. Up, 2, 3, lower. Up, 2, 3, lower. 2 more. Up, 2, 3, and down. Last one. Take it, knee to the nose. Take it back. Crunch those abdominals and kick it back. Crunch, back. One more time. Crunch, and back. Take that knee back down towards the neutral. You're gonna twist open in the pelvis and in the shoulders. Lift that leg up, little pulses. Pulse, 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 squeeze, squeeze. Beautiful. I'm sweating. Whew. We're gonna hold it at the top, try to find that same extension. Go ahead and lower it down. Forward fold, walk yourself back and hang. This time, instead of taking those ribcage circles, we're gonna do some little ribcage crunches. Crunch, release. Crunch, so I'm finding a full contraction like a cat-cow. Crunch and release. This is actually a lot of work for your lower abs. Crunch, release, take it as deep as you can. 2 more. Let it it go. Last one. And down. Perfect. Walk yourself slowly back up to standing. Take your chair directly forwards. We're going to be standing back behind the chair. We're going to do some little tiny jumps. They're very slow motion. I'm going to move my chair so you guys can see what I'm doing. We don't want to be pressing down into the chair at all. It's not there for that. It's just there for a little bit of balance. I'm going to move mine. Keep yours. First position, jump, 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 jump. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Widen your stance just a little bit. Second position, hands are on that chair. Here we go. Jump, 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 jump. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to transition between those two positions. Hands are on the chair. Bend. We're going to open, close, open, close, open. 4, 3, 2. Last time. Perfect. Move that chair out to the side. We're going to come down onto the mat for a little bit of abdominals. Okay. Bringing yourself down. Inhale, arms forward. Knees are right in line with the hips. Rock back, scoop out that belly. Hands behind the head. Cross crunch. Switch. Switch. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Crunch. Crunch. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Take a little breather. Perfect. We're going to do that same thing, but we're going to widen the stance. So those feet are out at that second position, that 45-degree angle. Inhale on forward. Rock it back. Hands behind the head. Side crunch. And switch. Switch. Cross lateral across that center line of the body. Twist. Twist. Perfect. Oh, almost there. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Take a little rest. Catch your breath. We have one more variation. It's the hardest one. Our hands are going to come back behind us this time. Scoop out the belly. I am going to take opposite elbow to opposite knee. Then I'm going to straighten the arm and the leg. Try to tap the toes back to center. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Open up through the body. Tap. Let's speed it up. Crunch. Tap. Crunch. Tap. Beautiful. Crunch. Tap. Crunch. You should really be feeling this. 4 more. Use that breath. 3, 2. Last one. Good. Take that little rest. Catch your breath. Let's do a few more stretches here as we come to close. Open up those legs nice and wide, sitting up as tall as you possibly can. Let's walk the hands forward. Now you'll notice I only went about 1 inch because I don't want to come to the point where I have to curve my spine, right? So I'm staying long and I'm just coming a little bit forward. For some of us, this might even look like just having the hands back behind you and lifting up through the chest. So we're just finding that very beginning of the stretch. Breathe. With your next exhale, take it a little bit deeper. Try to maintain that flat back. If it starts to curve a little, it's okay. Back off just a tiny bit. With this next one, on our exhale, go ahead and allow that spine to curve and come all the way down, as far as that is for you. Beautiful. Go ahead and back off that stretch. Pull your left leg in towards the groin. Inhale, both arms up and over. We're going to take a side bend towards that right leg. I like to use my elbow here to hook into my thigh and actually assist in rotating my ribcage open. And then come back up to center. We'll take it to the second side. So extend the left leg out, pull the right leg in, and we're going to take our side bend. Again, using that bottom elbow to actually press into the thigh and open up. And back to center. Let's find cross-legged. Hands come to the knees. We'll take our 3 breaths together. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, let it go. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, last one. Deep inhale, shrug. Exhale, let it go. Thank you guys so much for joining me. See you next time.